Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's all up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Mayfield now on second down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, Mayfield. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And in some ways, he's awfully fortunate to get another shot right here in these playoffs because he wasn't particularly sharp in the wild card victory. The ball ended up in the hands of the opponents a few too many times when he threw it. It goes without saying in this one, cannot give the ball away. If he does, the road's going to end right here for him and his team.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. on second down. O'Neal. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Laviska Shenault, 29 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On second down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. He'll get this off to Swift. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? On the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes down to play ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mayfield. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's got some space here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 3rd and 2. O'Neal. This is Divisional with a grab. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Neal. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. O'Neal. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. On the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. See David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A throw over the middle taken in. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Taken down by Pete Werner. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the slant, it's Fant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Back to throw. O'Neal. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Montgomery. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And that is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. O'Neal. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
It's 4th down.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On 3rd down, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, O'Neal. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, O'Neal. His throw incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, O'Neal. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. O'Neal over the middle here to Donnell. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, O'Neal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Laviska Shenault.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
Play fake. Mayfield.
He's got this, complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Swift. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Swift again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chicago offense set to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. O'Neal.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Mayfield.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Mayfield on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing, Mayfield. Rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 55 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 98 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Read option. Here's...
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And that is no good. And they'll be unable to build here on the 5-point lead. This is still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here before.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, what a move. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a handoff to Swift. Down to the 25. The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Shifts by him.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. O'Neal. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Another shot now for this Lions offense.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bears take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. O'Neal completes it to Fant on the right side.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. That's complete over the middle to Callaway.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now he's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and
8. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mayfield to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.